Michael, I mean, big picture. So I'm on the budget committee and I worked really hard on the framework for the reconciliation bill over the summer, $3.5 trillion framework. My message to my committee colleagues is I want to go big. Some would have gone even bigger than I did, but I want it to be paid for. I don't want to go big and then deficit fund it. I want it to be paid for. And the priorities that were in that $3.5 trillion are priorities that I supported. Yes, the bill is changing. The price tag is reducing. That doesn't surprise me at all. I knew when we put this on the table, intense negotiation would begin to try to get all 50 Democratic senators on board. And yes, Senator Manchin, who's the chair of a key energy and natural resources committee, doesn't like some of the provisions that I would have been perfectly fine dealing with climate change. But that's what you do when you're trying to get 50 out of 50 online. Remember, the Republicans expressed their deepest priority using the reconciliation tool in 2017 when they wanted to get rid of the Affordable Care Act. But they couldn't unify their 52 Republicans, and they lost 3, which meant that they failed in their effort to take health insurance away from 20 million people. We're not going to repeat that mistake. We have to unify all 50, and that means some things that I might like won't be in, or some things that there may be some things in there that I would rather see done otherwise. But I think what you're going to see is a bill that when you match it up together with the infrastructure bill, because the infrastructure bill has a lot of climate resiliency investments too. When you match these two bills up together, even if there are things that activists might like or that I might like that aren't in it, you'll be able to say this is a massive jump forward in terms of positioning the United States for a clean energy future. And you'll start to see projects like this project in Virginia that I talked about, the Norfolk project, become much more realizable because the innovators and the investors out there will see that U.S. is going a clean energy direction. So I go to rallies all the time, and there's almost always protests about some things, and that's our First Amendment tradition. But I do think the combined package on infrastructure and reconciliation is going to be a very powerful statement that the U.S. is going to be innovative and aggressive in tackling climate change.